Why all? It looks like Diddy is breaking the bro code and snitching on his BFF Jay-Z, exposing him as a criminal mastermind. There have been rumors for years that Jay-Z is not exactly the stand-up guy he's been pretending to be. And honestly, they're saying that the jig is up, because Diddy is about to sacrifice him to save himself. Now, Diddy has been in a whole lot of trouble with the feds, which just got even more serious after they raided his homes in LA and Miami, detaining his sons and his assistants. Diddy is on a straight ticket to jail, but he is not about to go down alone. Allegedly, he's snitching on Jay-Z and trying to take him down with him. According to an insider, Diddy is allegedly handing over evidence to Homeland Security about how Jay-Z is allegedly the brain behind his crimes, in exchange for reduced jail time. Why all? Hollywood is about to get reshuffled, and it's not going to be pretty. Diddy is going down, and he clearly has no plans to go down alone. Not only is he snitching, but allegedly, he's snitching hard. He is in a lot of trouble, and he knows this, so he is allegedly offering the feds tea and a lot of information on everybody and anyone he can, in exchange for leniency, hoping that he'll somehow be able to stay out of prison. One thing that a lot of people don't seem to know is that the investigation by Homeland Security is something that didn't happen just a couple of days or even weeks ago. But if you know anything about the feds, you know they don't move like the police. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't a dig on the police, but everybody knows that the feds are more refined in the way that they operate. It often takes months or even years for them to investigate and build a case of this magnitude, and they only make a move when they are absolutely sure that they have their I's dotted and their T's crossed. This explains why they have a conviction rate of more than 95%. To be fair, some of the cases don't go to trial because the culprits take a plea deal, but either way, their job gets done, and they put away the bad guys or use them to get other bad guys. In Diddy's case, Homeland Security isn't the only federal agency that has been investigating him. The FBI has also been monitoring him for more than 10 years now, especially regarding the rumors that have been swirling since the 90s that he likes young boys a little too much, if you know what I mean. In fact, back in 2013, the FBI interrogated James Roseman, a drug kingpin who had close ties with a lot of celebrities, and they asked him about Diddy having affairs with boys. According to court filings during a debriefing session with federal investigators, James Roseman, the music manager turned cocaine kingpin, was reportedly questioned about the sexual preferences of entertainers, including whether Sean Diddy Combs was having intimate relationships with underage boys. According to a U.S. District Court filing, a prosecutor asked about entertainers' intimate preferences, including but not limited to Sean Combs having intimate relationships with underage boys. Now, one thing why all need to know about the FBI is that they don't work based on social media conspiracy theories, TikTok rumors, or stuff on gossip blogs. If the FBI was asking suspects about Diddy and the allegations, then why all better know they had some solid intel on Diddy, and they were looking for some physical evidence to take him down. So again, this means that the feds have been building a case against Diddy for 11 years, and an investigation that took this long just shows that they really did their homework on Diddy, and they were thorough. Plus, it's not surprising that they finally brought their case against him now. Considering that he has been sued by 5 people in less than 6 months, all alleging the same thing, Cassie was the first to open Pandora's box, pulling back the curtain and showing us what Diddy was really like behind the scenes, and let me tell you, it was not pretty. She claimed that Diddy used to put hands on her during their relationship, leaving her with bruises all over her body. She also claimed that he used to assault her regularly, forcing himself on her even though she said no. Like that wasn't bad enough, she claimed that he also used to pimp her out to male escorts, watch while it was going on, and record her. But it got worse, because reports also have it that Diddy allegedly then shared the video around with some men in the industry. 50 Cent was the first person to expose Diddy for doing this, claiming that Diddy was spreading the video around in a bid to embarrass Cassie when she left.
On telephone and shit, after the main shit.
Right.
And the nigga be like, matter of fact, they sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like, not the shit that y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow. Are you kidding me up?
Like penetration pictures and
Nah, come on, man.
So, from what he said, the videos had to have been taken during the freak-offs that Diddy forced her to do. But it got worse according to 50, since he called Diddy to let him know what was going on. From Diddy's response, 50 could tell that Diddy was the one who had been sending the videos around.
I really kind of felt like those photographs were not happening because of Cassie. I felt like they was happening because of Puffy.
Right, right. Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because when a girl moves from a man and she upgrading, niggas be insecure, you know what I'm saying? They start feeling some kind of way, especially.
The crazy thing about this is that Diddy and 50 Cent were ops and have always been ops, so if Diddy was sending compromising videos of Cassie to 50, who was an op, can you imagine what he was sending to people in his closest circle? Yeah, you can't even imagine. Apart from Cassie, 3 women have come out to accuse Diddy of assault, and one common factor is that they all claimed that he allegedly drugged and assaulted them while they were out of it, which is very nasty work. Finally, a 5th person, producer Lil Rod, accused Diddy of allegedly harassing him while they were working on Diddy's Love album. He claimed that Diddy got all touchy-feely and grabby with him and just acted very inappropriately with him. He also talked about how Diddy allegedly drugged and assaulted him at one of the parties in Diddy's Miami house. He went on to say that the parties were wilder than we could imagine, with many of the girls in attendance being very young, too young to be partaking in the stuff that he described, or to even be seen at that sort of event. He also revealed that Diddy's son Justin was the one who helped Diddy get young girls to the parties, even though he knew they were too young for that sort of thing. The situation has been crazy, but I guess the feds finally got all the info they needed on Diddy, because they raided his homes a couple of days ago, and it was a simultaneous bust because they hit both houses in LA and Miami at the same time in a series of coordinated raids. The fact that the raids were coordinated kind of tells us how serious the case was, because they knew that Diddy would allegedly try to hide evidence if they didn't hit at the same time. Diddy was not home during the raid, but his sons Justin and Christian were. The feds arrested, cuffed, and detained them. They ransacked his homes, and from the videos that hit the internet, the feds left a lot of damage in the aftermath. Now, Diddy's private jet was found in the Caribbean, and there were speculations that he had run away to Antigua to evade the feds. According to reports, TMZ has tracked Diddy's personal Love Air LLC jet, the well-known Black Gulfstream V, that Diddy has flaunted and flown for years now, and it looks like the aircraft is currently on the ground in Antigua, which is down in the Caribbean. TMZ went on to say that, based on the flight activity viewed by TMZ, Diddy's jet had been up and down California between Sunday and Monday, taking off from Sacramento Executive Airport Sunday evening around 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, landing at Palm Springs International Airport about an hour later. An hour after that, around 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Diddy's jet took off from Palm Springs yet again and landed at Van Nuys Airport, which is the LA airport, about 30 minutes later around 8 p.m. PST. Around 9 a.m. PST Monday, the jet took off from Van Nuys Airport and landed at some point in Antigua.
I guess you wonder what's going to happen next, Diddy. And
With all this, you'd think that Diddy would have been arrested by the feds by now, right? I mean, if TMZ knows where he is, the feds do too, right? But it doesn't quite work like that. For some reason, Diddy is still out here walking free, breathing air, while his sons, his assistants, and even his alleged drug mule are in custody. So, why on earth hasn't Diddy been arrested? Well, according to reports, this is because the feds are using Diddy to catch some even bigger fish. Reportedly, this whole thing is bigger than Diddy, because he is just a small fish in the grand scheme of things. Now, why all remember how I said that the feds have a very high conviction rate because most suspects take a plea deal and snitch? That seems to be the case here, because allegedly, The feds are putting pressure on him to snitch on other people in exchange for his son's freedom and a lighter sentence for himself. Allegedly, one name they're looking for is Jay Z. According to an insider, Diddy is more than willing to snitch on Jay Z and expose him for his alleged.
Sean Carter is worse.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
This pussy been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 fucking years.
Entertainer, business. Listen to me, man. And I don't want to bring this guy's story up because it's old. And I know he's trying to live past it, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. Ray Rice, his wife, spit in his face. And he did what he did on that elevator. He ain't played one football game after that. Nowhere that I know of. He may have went overseas and played or something like that. I don't know that to be true. But he didn't play in the NFL, a hell of a running back. He ain't played not one down in the NFL after that. No endorsements. Nobody's going to have anything to do with old boy. And when they come out with this other stuff, he going to come back to work. I wouldn't be surprised if he do the ultimate sin, his suicide. Because bruh, he's such a narcissistic that he couldn't stand not being somewhere and not being seen. His whole life, his whole career was about him being seen in the public. It was about him, taking everybody else's dreams and making them his. And now, him nor his kids would profit from anything from Bad Boy or Sean Puffy Combs again. His kids is gonna suffer behind this.
Wow, man, that's crazy to hear, man. And in Diddy, you think it's a good chance he might take his life?
He was talking about taking his life at the City College thing. Yo, D. Ferg, ASAP Ferg's father, say, yo, man, we gotta watch him, man. This nigga talking about killing himself. I say, so let him. If you're that weak, I said, let him. And he said, Eugene, why you say that? I said, man, listen to me, man. He ain't no good to nobody if he talking about hurting himself. His life don't belong to him. His life belong to God. What he should be trying to do right now is work his way towards God now, for real, and not that devil he been worshiping. That those people got him believing, you understand, that's the true God. Because everything from what I know, since I've been around him, everything that's gone forward has been that of the devil. The drugs, the alcohol, the partying, everything has been of the devil. And he's been leading not only himself, our people, into some kind of damnation through his actions.
Yeah, I'm just in disbelief, man. I mean, to see his downfall. I mean, he been on a long run, man. So, to see this is crazy, man. I mean, how long has he been famous?
Nah, so you got to realize he didn't get his fame until after he made that, remember, you got to remember this, Mighty. I said he made the atmosphere for Pac to die. He made the atmosphere for Big to die. He created the atmosphere, you understand, for Suge Knight to go to jail, because that's what came out of his mouth. So that didn't happen. His fame he didn't really come famous until after the death of Tupac and the Notorious Big, brother. So that's like 97. He went on that whole Bad Boy tour with the #1 song in the world, Missing You, where he stole the thing from Sting and the music from Source Money, the lyrics from Source Money. Didn't even want to pay that man his money. Waited all those years to pay that man his money. He was stealing people's dreams, man.
You were there?
Thought I was. No, I remember when me and Albert talked about it because
Oh,
Kim called him crying. She was like, I gotta stop him.
yeah.
She saved Cassie's life. So Cassie could do what she's doing right now.
Right.
She put it all on the line. Just a Christian can walk around sounding like an idiot, doing his daddy's perp walk with pride.
It's just so sad.
All of this means something a little different to me than it does to everybody else.
How do you think Cassie's feeling about this right now, seeing her video go viral like this?
I can only imagine she's a lot more upset than I am.
And for the people who didn't believe her or anything like that?
Shame on them. You want to know what's really up in this moment?
What?
Mary J. Blige knows exactly what that feels like. And that goofy will do anything. I guess she liked that scar on her cheek.
Damn.
Because he put the boots to her.
This is
It
wild.
took this. It took this. Ain't nobody asked how that girl's ribs felt the next day and the day after that and the day after that. They sit there and they look at that like when Ray Rice beat the out of his. Ain't nobody asked how she felt the next day. Did she have any cracked ribs? Because that nigga was kicking the fuck out of her, yo. Naked with a towel on. Carisha, please. That's what you wanted.
Jack, what is the protocol for a woman that's getting an abusive relationship? What is she supposed to do?
Well, it all depends on who the man is.
Someone
Or the
that's
woman.
rich with power, like P. Diddy.
I wish somebody would ask why Tweet was so ooey-sidal for so long, fucking around with Missy Elliott. You know, I'm just tired of motherfuckers lying about this. Just lying. All the women that have been hurt. You know, I remember the first time that happened to me. Took me 8 weeks before I could cough without wanting to vomit, 2 crack ribs. They beat everybody the same way. It's like there's a fucking handbook when they sign their record deals. How to fucking hurt a bitch and keep her loyal. That nigga was so fucking like gung ho that he woke up out of his sleep to whoop her. So I love it.
So what I would like to do, first of all, Jag, I want to say happy birthday.
Thanks.
Yeah, I